Hello, my name is Leslie Mejia, and my topic for this speech is going to be over how the Earth is getting a fever. Um, there are many concerns surrounding climate change, and I do feel like they're much more drastic than most people are fully aware of. According to the official National Geographic website, the actual official definition of climate change is, and I quote, the long-term alteration of temperature and typical weather patterns in one place. So the effects that we probably may not fully be aware of or see, the small little changes that we do to the earth really do accumulate and have a long lasting effect on a certain place, in this case our planet. um, According to the official NASA website, and I quote again, the global temperature is rising, with most of the warming occurring in the past 35 years, with the 5 warmest years on record taking place since 2010. Now, personally, this is something I have been able to notice, and I know my family members and other friends have noticed. I'm not so sure if you personally have, but I have noticed how summers seem to get more and more hotter as each year goes on. I've noticed it as, getting sunburned more easily, and, checking the weather and seeing how we get warmer weather is much more quicker than we used to. And it's something that we personally can experience ourselves. It's part of the climate change that we can actually see and feel ourselves. We could see during the summer, walk outside and feel the difference. And this is something I find pretty important, because a lot of other climate change effects you can't personally see. For example, according to the United Nations website, ecosystems as diverse as the Amazon rainforest and Arctic tundra may be approaching thresholds as dramatic change through warming and drying. These effects we personally can't see, we can't fully experience with our own eyes. And this I really do feel could be a main cause to why a lot of people don't fully pay much attention to these changes. They probably think, well, it doesn't affect me, I don't live there, I'm not there. This is wrong, because it is part of the whole earth. We live on earth, we live on this planet. So any changes that go on anywhere on the earth, whether that being on the other side or right in your front porch, it has an effect on all of us all together. So other ones we probably most likely can't see. Some people probably can, but not all of us. Mountain glaciers are in an alarming retreat, and downstream effects of reduced water supply in the driest months will have repercussions that transcend generations. These effects will affect many future generations. They might not affect us a whole lot right now, but these things will go on accumulating and stacking on top of each other, to the point where it really is a really big issue. Right now, we are at a point where there is still some hope to slow this down. We could still make a big change. We could still help out our planet. We could still help our planet be able to breathe better and fully be able to sustain us better. And this may not be a situation that our future generations will have. So I feel like this is something we do need to more focus on, and it needs to be more publicized to the public. Also stated from the NASA website would be the weather patterns are changing, sea levels are rising, weather events are becoming more extreme, and greenhouse gases emissions are now at their highest in history. This also is something I do feel our people have personally been able to witness. For example, hurricanes. Hurricanes seem to be happening much more constantly and much more stronger than what they used to, and this is very alarming for a lot of people. So global sea levels also have risen about 8 inches, and they're projected to rise between 1 to 4 feet by 2100. This is a pretty good example of how these small things go accumulating as the ice glaciers are melting due to the warming of the planet. The small inches that are reported, for example, that have been in record since 1880. There's been an increase of 8 inches. Doesn't sound like a whole lot, right? No, not even a foot. But if we keep going at this rate, by 2100, it will be almost a whole yard of increased water, risen up from what it was whenever we started taking records. This is one of those accumulating effects that we won't see ourselves, but our future generations will. And it's something we really need to pay more attention to. So as I come to the end of my presentation, I really do hope you were able to learn something new, and that you were able to, think about how we do have have a much pretty big effect on our planet, whether we see it or not, and that we should probably find ways in how we could do our small part. Because just how small changes have a big effect negatively in our planet, small effects can also have really big impacts, positive impacts on our planet. So thank you for your time today.